Hi, I'm Tara Chartrand, talking to you today from Kitchener City Hall with artist Lauren Hall. Lauren is a Canadian artist and is installing a piece right here in the Rotunda. Could you tell me the title of your piece that you're installing here today?
Sure, the title is "Their Starry Domes of Diamond and Gold Expand Above." It's kind of a mouthful taken from a Percy Shelley poem. He wrote a lot of travel literature and poetry about the natural landscape, and so that's where I've gotten a lot of the words in my titles.
Lauren, this piece, obviously, you're hanging it up in this space. Can you tell me a bit first about your materials and then perhaps lead into how you're going to build it in this space?
Well, the piece is based on an iceberg form, and so I've kind of made a really general shape of what an iceberg could be if it was like a logo or something like that. And so I'm really interested in how people seek out nature and the kinds of things that they want to experience when they go to a mountaintop or something like that. I'm also interested in how people kind of surround their lives, like how they decorate their space. And so I've been using a lot of home renovation materials. The material that I'm using for this piece is corrugated plastic. So it's completely transparent corrugated plastic that's usually used for greenhouses or sports stadiums. And so here we've laminated it with a 3M material, it's radiant light film. And so the color shifts depending on the light, just like when you're looking at a regular iceberg. Like if you're looking at a regular iceberg on a really overcast day, it has this intense blue sort of cast. Yes. But if it's a really sunny day, then it's almost white. And so they change, and icebergs and glaciers are known to have personalities among certain communities, and so there's all of these superstitions around them. And so I wanted it to be animated, and so the light changes as you'll walk around the piece.
Oh, that's wonderful. I see that you brought something here.
Yeah, this is a diagram of how the piece will be installed. And so each of these numbers or letters represents a panel that we've got here. Each of these panels is a 4x8 sheet. And we're putting them together with these plexiglass squares. So we'll be screwing them in and just hanging it from the ceiling. So we've got a kind of an intricate pulley system that we've developed, and everything will be hung from steel beam that we'll kind of hoist up, and then we'll secure it completely and then take away the pulley system, and then it'll be here for Kafka. So the material will actually change, the color will change quite a bit throughout the day, depending on if it's a really sunny day or if it's overcast or at night. So at night it'll be lit just from the lights that you see around the middle of the space. And then during the daytime, it will transmit and refract light in really different ways, depending on where you're standing. And so you can walk around the piece, and it will shift from magenta to blue to gold to green. And so it ends up being a little bit interactive because you can kind of choose which way you'd like to sort of view the space.
When people walk into the Rotunda, and during Kafka, we're used to walking into the Rotunda and finding surprising things. Yeah. And they see this big glistening iceberg. What should they be thinking about when they approach this? What are the things that they should take into consideration?
Well, first of all, when they come in from the front doors, the piece is only 6 millimeters wide, and so hopefully it kind of disappears. And then as you move around the space, this kind of giant iceberg will emerge. It's over 30 feet tall, and so the scale hopefully ends up saying something about the space that it's in. I think sometimes that has a lot of crossover with what people are seeking when they're looking at an artwork, or why you travel and spend time in museums and galleries, or why you travel and spend time outside. Maybe it says some connection with searching for something outside of yourself, or searching for something bigger that you really can't comprehend right away.